Welcome back, family and friends. I'm making a quick video today for the fat man in the beard, Morgan Brown. He's hosting a giveaway over on his channel, 200 subscriber video, and he's asking all of us to make little videos answering a question he asked about what film would you like to see a sequel to. I was thinking this over and I came up with a few things. So there was a film that came out in 1986 called That's right, House. It came out in 1986 and it starred, I got some notes here. The main actor was William Kitt as Roger Cobb, and also co-starred George Weddit from Cheers fame, Norm, and it starred William Kitt, like I said, as Roger Cobb. And if you don't know who William Kitt is, he's from the 80s actor from that great television show, Believe It or Not, You're Walking on Air. Yep, the greatest American hero. Alright, but that's a whole nother subject. So, that movie came out in 1986, and it's a great fun, like, horror comedy. It's basically like a haunted house type of a story where a man's haunted and he has to overcome his own fears and things like that. But in 1987, there was also a sequel to House called House 2, The Second Story. And that was a really fun one. It's not as great as the first one, but it's a lot more campier, a little more fun, and it's got some great creature effects in it. And I like that one as well. I can't really remember the actors in that one too much. But, jump ahead now to 1992. There was a film called, that's right, House 4. That one also starred William Kitt, again as Roger Cobb, but not exactly the same character that was in the first House film. Yes, I said House 4. And you might be asking yourself, where's House 3? Yes, there was a House 3, but technically it wasn't a U.S. official release sequel to the original 2 House movies. It was a non-U.S. marketed film. It was called like House 3, the horror show, which wasn't technically a sequel, like I said, to House 2. So, getting to your question finally, I would like to see an official U.S. release of House 3. Yes, House 3. And the title of that would be House 3 Going Back. Okay? Or it could be House 3 The Return, or House 3 The Other Story. So, yes, and I actually would like for it to star William Kitt, and he'd come back. And I think this is how I would open the film. I didn't think a lot into it. I just wanted to give you a couple of ideas on it. Starts out with, you know, some teenagers all having a party, chit-chatting, drinking, boozing, you know, good old teen angst stuff. And a group of kids, you know, truth or dare. Hey, I dare you to go stay in that haunted house for overnight. You know, kind of like a Hell Night kind of thing. And they go and stay in the haunted house, the house, from the films. And they stay there, and, you know, some spooky things happen. You know, inanimate objects move around, stuffed creatures on the wall sing to you. Yeah, it'll be silly, but fun, in the same spirit as the first 2 films. But as the teenagers hang out overnight, something happens to them, and one of them goes completely missing. Nobody gets killed, but one person gets completely missing. The house has claimed that person. Alright? So they can't figure out what's going on, and they're freaking out. So they go back and do some history and research, because they want to know what's going on and what happened to their friend. So, through their research, they find out about Roger Cobb. He used to be the original owner, well, one of the owners of the house. So, they get in contact with him, and he comes down there to the house, and with the kids, teenagers, they all go in that house, and they face all their own fears, because the house is kind of a character of its own, but it brings out your own fears. So they all have to team up together to get away. Well, they team up together, and they, fight the monsters and all that, whatnot, and they help find their friend and all that good stuff. But that's my sequel that I would like to see. House 3, an official U.S. release. House 3 going back. House 3 The Return, or House 3 The Other Story. Which title y'all like the best? I think House 3 The Other Story is pretty good. But the soundtrack that Morgan Brown also wants us to mention, that he would like you to bring up a song that would be used in the film. Well, mine is basically a band I would like to see some of their music used in the film, and that's Tool from the original album. I would love to hear them play Sober. I think that would be a really good song to put towards the haunted house, activities. Or Prison Sex, or what's the other one? Right Into. Those are all great Tool songs, and they would make great themes throughout the movie. And also, the Rolling Stones' Paint It Black. Yes. Perfect for any horror movie. That would be just amazing. Alright, so I also have one more movie I wanted to bring up, because I'm a creature feature guy, and I love monster flicks. And there was a movie that came out, I don't know what year it was. Let me see if I can find it right quick. 2001, I think, I want to say. But it's this one right here. Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Yes. But it did get a sequel. Yes, it sure did. It got this one, Jeepers Creepers 2. When that one come out? 2003. I would like for there to be another movie in that franchise. Morgan Brown is not a sequel, it's a prequel. Yes. I want to go back. I want to know about this creature, because he has been around for hundreds of years. And I want my idea for it. And I know there's probably an idea bouncing around in Hollywood. They're actually probably going to make a Jeepers Creepers 3, but I want to make just a prequel called Jeepers Creepers Civil Wounds. Jeepers Creepers Civil Wounds. Alright? And why? Why is it called Civil Wounds? Because Jeepers Creepers Civil Wounds takes place during the Civil War. Because if you watch that movie, the original one, they tell you that the Creeper has been around for hundreds of years. So I want to go back and have the Creeper just doing his thing amongst the Civil War battle between the North and the South. And just because that jacket, if you notice the duster that the Creeper, is that right? The Creeper, I'm getting tongue-tied saying Jeepers Creeper so much. But the Creeper, he's wearing a duster, if you notice in all the films. And that is a Civil War era duster. And I think it would be great to go back and just see him wreaking havoc and skinning people and claiming people back in the Civil War. I think it would make a great movie. And the creature, I just think he's a great design. And when I went and first saw the very first Jeepers Creepers movie, I didn't have any idea it was a horror movie. I just got so bored at my house that I rode up the street to the cinema, and I was just looked up at the marquee, and it was 3 films that day. I don't remember what the other 2 were, but I was like, Jeepers Creepers, that sounds ridiculous. Let me just go watch this. And it turned out to be a horror movie, and I really loved it. But let me get back to my prequel real quick. Jeepers Creepers, Civil Wounds. The soundtrack to that, I think I want to use the good old Charlie Daniels song, The Devil Went Down to Georgia. But I want it to be like a metal version. Just really I could see him, the creeper, just going to town, like amongst the battlefield, claiming victims to the metal version of Devil Went Down to Georgia. So I think that'd be a great little film also. So there you go, everybody. That's my little rambling thoughts on some prequels and some sequels. So go check out Morgan Brown's channel. I'm going to put the link below. Click on it. Go visit the Fat Man in a Beard. See what he's got to say. He does unboxings. He talks about music. He talks about collecting Funko Pops. And he talks about just a variety of how to take care of your comics and get them graded and things like that. He talks about B-horror movie reviews. He's just a great, good old guy. Jump over there and see that fantastic man beard. Thanks for watching, family, friends. Come back and visit Geeky Neighbor sometime. Congratulations, Morgan Brown, on your 200 subscribers. Wish you many more, my friend. Bye, everybody.